Oh, the Konami code. Back when Konami was synonymous with quality instead of double crossing and slot machines. One moment. Ugh. Let's have the living room TV on loud. But yeah, welcome back to Final Fantasy VIII Remastered and Card Broken. This is probably will end up being my third or fourth complete playthrough of the game over my lifetime. The first, second, and and third, if it took place, happened back in the 90s and early 2000s when the game was released. And I remember enjoying it. Like, I liked it a lot. I remember not getting the story very much, but you know, mechanics be damned. I worked them out, and you know, I got to the end of the game without getting basically soft locked by failing to do a thing or whatever. I do remember spending a lot of time with no encounter on and collecting spells on the islands of Heaven and Hells. Card Broken means I went through the process, and also hi Tom Burger Stand. Card Broken is, I don't know if that's like a common terminology or anything, but it's how I'm referring to the little tricks I've done to exploit the game's systems early on to basically achieve near end game stats super duper early. And also this makes a low level run completely feasible. In fact, not just feasible, it's better. This is a game where staying low level has many a benefit. Keeps all the enemies weak. Everything scales to you. And in fact, if you were to sit there and level grind to level 99, you've basically made the last boss impossible to defeat, or at least a exercise in extreme futility to defeat. But that being said, this game has a card game, right? Triple Triad, everybody loves it. And one of the features of Triple Triad is collecting the cards, yes. And in the collection of these cards, you eventually get an ability to refine cards into items. And then you get abilities to refine items into magic. And since all your stats in this game are based on how many of what kinds of spells you have junction to which stat, you could rapidly find yourself with super high level magics to junction to all kinds of stats, to the point where at a point in the game where naturally your character's rolling with 500, 600 HP, 2,000, 3,000, 5,000, easy. And you know, you're one hitting bosses at this point. I even went as far, and this actually doesn't have anything necessarily to do with card breaking. I went ahead and made sure I was able to get Squall's best weapon during the first disc of the game, which is normally not something people do. Final Fantasy VIII definitely has the most exploitable stats system. For instance, I'll show you what's going on a little bit. Let's look at somebody who has no junctions. Here's Irvine. He's level 14. His max HP is 739. Right? His attack stat, which is strength, is 22. Vitality is your defense stat. Magic and spirit are the same, but for magic stuff. So spirit is magic defense. Let's compare him to Renoa, who's all junctioned up. Or, you know what, is there somebody lower level who's junction? Here we go. Here's Zell, who's actually level 12. He's lower level than Irvine. His HP is 2909. His strength is 60. Vitality, 81. Magic, 43. Spirit, 64. There we go. There's your direct comparisons even. He has 10 times the vitality, near 10 times the spirit, 4 times the magic power, 3 times the strength, and something like 4 times the HP. Super cool. So it's like reworking Donald's AI to become nigh unbeatable in the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Is that a thing you can do? I've only absorbed enough of Kingdom Hearts, through osmosis, and so, I only know Donald as a guy who really doesn't heal you when you need him to, and then dies. and that Goofy goes, "Help!" How you doing, Beowulf? Good morning. Happy Saturday morning. It's Saturday morning cartoons. We join... Oh yeah, I didn't even do the recap. Oh, thank you. I got it for Christmas from my girlfriend's sister. But yeah, Balamb Garden was under missile attack, right? We went through a whole rigmarole to activate the... Because, okay, Balamb Garden is actually a repurposed facility, we learned also. Sid said in the past it was used as a shelter. And he was like, we could probably deal with the missiles if we just figure out how to use the shelter functions of this place. How you doing, your friend Andy? Get you a shout. And even though we had no context as to what shelter systems or whatever would protect us from cruise missiles, go around, find out there's this huge mechanical underbelly to this place, and we activated it, turned it on. Suddenly, Balamb Garden is floating up off the ground on the ring that was once its halo, has now become kind of a raft, I guess. And it scooted along just in time to dodge the missiles, so... Shelter seems like weird wording. But anyway, we can't control it though. It's cruising right along. We barely missed the city of Balamb. And the garden is now just kind of adrift at sea. Thank goodness it floats. Well, this one, the age cutoff's a little younger than most, I think. We're dealing with mostly 17-year-olds, and 16-year-olds. In Final Fantasy VII, the average age is quite a bit older. I think Cloud's 21 or something like that, or 22, and which would make him either 16 or 17 when he was serving in the Shinra military. But anyway, that's just anime for you. Target audience stuff. When you're the same age as these characters playing these games, right? Like, I can attest to this. It didn't cross your mind at all. Well, like, maybe a little. You're like, man, these people are a little young, but damn it, kid power. Anyway, this is the headmaster speaking. The lines have been fixed, and I'm glad to be back on the air. Hurrah! And a great moan erupts across Balamb Garden, because the intercom system was broken. Whoa! Okay, cool. Just in time. Oh, wow, this is the opening scene of Godzilla. Oh, it's a slow day. Come on, give me a big one. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, Sid from Final Fantasy VII is an actual dinosaur. I believe the oldest we get is Noctis in the end of Final Fantasy 15, not to spoil too much. Whoop, 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 whoop. He had a fish too. What a bastard. What an unlucky day for him. Squall, this is the headmaster speaking. Please come to my office. Please repeat, come to my office right away. Sid can't do anything without Squall anymore. It's a little weird. Everybody, please remain calm. Also, please do not leave the garden under any circumstance until you are permitted. And also, I think what it is part of the storytelling in a lot of these Final Fantasy games, in particular this one. There's This is a story about generational trauma. So they actually use a lot of character traits to define which generation is which. You know, if we were much closer in age to Sid here, who doesn't look that old, but I think he's supposed to be in his 50s or 40s or something. Uh, you know, that split of generation between Squall and Sid uh, would probably be missed or harder to define, in particular with the bad translation we got. Also, please do not leave the garden under any circumstances until you are permitted. We will try to get things back in order ASAP. Thank you for your cooperation. I thought I gave a good explanation as to why, in particular, Final Fantasy VIII might have extreme generational delineations. Squall, thank you for coming. Here, your orders. We've landed on Fisherman's Horizon. Please go ashore with Zell and Renoa. Find the local mayor and apologize for the accident. Tell him that we come in peace. Oh, the fish. Well, you know, that wasn't my fault. Okay. We're gonna have to apologize for that, I guess, when we get to the town hall or whatever. Yes, sir. Where do I have to go? Do you have something you want to tell me? No. Seed is not just a special force for combat. I want you to see the world, to broaden your horizons. I have high expectations of you, Squall. Now go. Alright. I'm trying. There we go. This elevator's really dangerous. We should modify it. What's up? Are we going to Fisherman's? We're here. We'll land at Fisherman's Horizon. I thought we already made landing at Fisherman's Horizon. We'll make an official apology and then observe the town. Yo, go to second floor deck to get to Fisherman's. The front gate's closed. But yeah, we gotta get out on the second floor. Second floor. This is where we used to go to school, Renoa. Now we get paid the big bucks. Now, we don't have a lot of opportunity to spend, honestly. How much money do we have? 148,300? We could buy 3 lifetime passes to Gold Saucer with that. Here they come. This is like a fucking flying saucer crashed into their town, which is apparently in the middle of the sea. We've come to warn you before you go ashore. Do not engage in any type of armed conflict in the city. We do not tolerate belligerents here. Do you understand? Yes. We're representatives of the garden and we come in peace. Welcome to Fisherman's Horizon. We just call it FH. You should go visit the mayor. His house is in the middle of the city. He's the head of FH. We'll do just that. Good. Looks like we understand each other. Man, this is a hell of a mess. I'm terribly sorry. It was inevitable. We lost control of the garden. Nah, don't worry about it. What's important is that nobody got hurt. We'll fix this stuff anyway. Kick back and enjoy your stay. These people are really friendly. Hey, that's Balamb Garden, right? That's right. How did you know? From those patterns on the wall. We painted it a long time ago. Those were the good old days. Tell the mayor I said hi. Yeah, let's go. Okay. Alright, so we've established a couple of things. Fisherman's Horizon is an engineering town of some kind. Whoa, check out that solar collector. They like fixing things, and they have a history with garden. I heard Balamb Garden lost control. That's why you have to keep up with your maintenance. Yep, that's right. That's the old man who lost his fish. Hey, guy. Going down? Yep. Familiar face. Okay. His name is Familiar Face. Oh, God. So you guys going to S-Star? S-Star? You know, that high-tech city. It's just beyond the train tracks. I guess you're not going there. A lot of people who stop here go there. The trains are down, so the best way to get there is to walk from here. What a joke, huh? Anyway, you guys had an accident and came here, huh? I guess I shouldn't keep you. Okay, get on. Familiar face number 2. What? You don't remember me? We just met by your garden's entrance. Was it him? I'm sorry. Can't believe it. Oh well. I'm operating this lift with my brother. You saw him up there, right? Oh yeah. Don't we look alike? Man, what's wrong with you? Okay, well, let me... let me know when you want to go up. Check out Balamb Garden right there. The design of Balamb Garden as a building is very distinct. And I like it. Are you a seed by any chance? No. I mean, yes. I heard that you guys are like mercenaries and basically fight anybody for money. Are you happy with that kind of life? This is problems. You trying to pick a fight? Never mind. The way you live life is none of my business. Just don't cause us any problems. Sounds just like me. Guess it doesn't sound very nice. Oh, Squall. Also my eyes. There's the mayor's house, see it? He lives in the middle of the solar collector? That seems dangerous. Renault is equipped with regens, and we'll give it to her. I believe we are junctioned properly. Yes, according to our extremely high HP levels. Oh, these are photovoltaic collectors, not mirror collectors. But that doesn't explain the well, it's fine. I mean, this isn't... The sun can be in any orientation and still get the same amount of solar collector. Excuse me. Anybody here? Hello? Guess we gotta go upstairs. Fast. Oh, hey. Oh, no. Look at these two. Mayor Dobie. Please have a seat. Alright. Mind if I take a knee? Allow me to get to the point. When are you leaving? Oh. It's not wasting any time. We'll leave as soon as the garden is capable of moving. Any idea when? I'm afraid not. We only discovered that our garden is mobile a short while ago. Therefore, we don't even know how to move it. We're still in the process of understanding everything. Our technicians will assist you. They should be able to repair and service everything. How does that sound? It means we'll have to let outsiders into the garden. I can't make this decision alone. Go consult with your leader if you don't have the authority. This guy knows. He knows the score. I mean, he's like a chillin' hippie dude with his hippie wife, but You know, he's to the point. I like his style. Excuse me, why do you want us to leave so bad? Please just keep your mouth shut. They must have their reasons. Who cares? We don't want military organizations in FH. You rely on force to solve problems. That is in direct defiance of our principles. They're pacifists. Damn kids can't even drive a floating garden. Let me in there. I'll fix it. This guy should have been Sid, and the other guy should have just been some other guy. Headmaster Dobie. And then, like, because then if you run into Sid here and he's all about fixing the garden, you're like, all right, there's our engineering trope. Because Sid in FF8 is one of the few Sids in Final Fantasy that abandons the engineer trope. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'm not as familiar with 5. And I can't remember what he was in 12. Hey, Anna Shark, thanks for the stretch. Ugh. Do you know Anna Shark? There was a Sid in Final Fantasy V, wasn't there? Or whoever knows. Sorry, my contrast keeps contrasting. It's darker, but it should be more stable. We believe that... Oh, her name is Flo. So this is where she went after the progressive commercials that I guess she's still in. We believe that any problem can be settled by discussion. Oh, well. If you reach a mutual understanding, there's no need to fight. No, that's true, but you need to be able to back up your words sometimes. No argument there. Trite and dull as hell, though. Well, that's not the reasons why, Squall. It's because occasionally the other side just doesn't care about you and regards you as subhuman and will kill you. Violence only leads to more violence. We believe your presence here will attract violence, although that's true. That's why we want you to leave as soon as possible. Let's go back to garden. Be good, you hippy dippies. You did? Man, I haven't even touched it yet. We still got a few more sessions with Moonside to finish Breath of the Wild before I go after it. Man, that geezer pissed me off. Squall, why did you tell him off? You gonna tell off somebody in his own house, Zell? Huh? Huh? You gonna tell off somebody in his own house? Don't make me slap you. God. Where did we go? Forget it. You can't expect everyone to welcome us. Squall's learning, though. I mean, like, I guess that's one of the things. Oh, Galbadian soldiers. Oh, shit. Well, we attracted the violence almost instantly. See, Zell, he was right. Wait. Oh, shit. I just ran that half mile. The Galbadians are here because of you, right? They're after you. Maybe. You'd better take full responsibility. It's your fault. Fine, we'll take care of them. I don't like the sound of her tone, though. We mustn't rely on them. They won't be able to do anything without fighting. Don't tell me he's going to try to reason with them. Well, I mean, we don't know what Fisherman's Horizon's relationship with Galbadia is. They might... Well, I guess the sorceress is in charge now. He's dead. Alright, Flo doesn't like us, clearly. But congratulations, Anna Shark. More regen already? Sure. Alright, we better save. Just in case Mayor Dobie got smooshed or whatever. Also, where are they? You guys, like, didn't see them coming like an hour ago? With your lookout? Whoa, and then they deployed troopers in the streets? Or whatever this is? Feed me Seymour? What do you got? Shell and Protect. I think we're all stocked up on this one, yes. Yep. Alright. See what happens when Zell punches it. 74. Oh, you know what, Squall? Do a scan for me, pal. You're the boss. He's got 1332. All right. We're gonna card this guy so we don't level. Angelo rush. Oh no, Angelo, you weren't supposed to kill it. I was about to card it. No, Angelo. Well. Is that the name of the track, Ryazaki 2787? Also, welcome in. He looked a bit gloomy. The mayor. Okay. Let's talk to more people. Hey, what's up with all these soldiers and war machines? Oh, cool. I guessed good. Or, I guessed well. Yeah. Welcome in, by the way. Also, my camera brightness is being really tricky with me this morning. Let me see if I can't address that really quick. I'm scared. That's a lot better, actually. Hopefully that holds. But yeah, welcome in. What's your experience with Final Fantasy VIII besides a probably comprehensive knowledge of the soundtrack? This is probably my 4th playthrough, but the first in many years. And just to show you, we got things fully card broke, right? If you're familiar with the stats of the game, that should illustrate what's going on with my playthrough. And we also got the Lionheart for Squall. I don't know if you noticed. The enemy's coming. They're going to destroy my beloved store. What am I going to do? What am I going to do? So what'll it be? Oh, look at that. This is the weapon upgrade store. We've already got everybody to their best weapon. Comprehensive then. Excellent. Yay, rent's paid. Excuse me. But yeah, so you're then fully familiar with how this game's systems can be exploited, and exploit them I did. And so we're just gonna really try to contextualize the story as best we can. We're gonna be spoilers light. But anything in the narrative up until this point is open for discussion, of course. You might even say, in consideration with later events, this event makes sense, but we'll have to remember to contextualize it better, that sort of thing. But yeah, I'm parsing it as a story about generational trauma on a base level. Alright, I saw the mayor walking toward the station alone. Did you guys have anything to do with it? Where's the station? Just keep going straight and you'll run into it. Follow the tracks, you dingus. I don't know what trains work. Oh, this is how I'm doing Squall's voice, by the way. Oh, good. Negotiations are going well. It kills me to help that old fart. Why are they wasting their time with the old man if they're after us in the garden? Wonder what they're talking about. Everybody kneel, we can hear better. I already told you, I've never heard of this girl Eleni, and there's nobody here by that name. Eleni? Or Alone. I've always said Eleni. when I first played this game in 1999 or whenever it came out. That was how I went with it. Fine, we'll just have to torch this city. Wait a minute, I'm telling the truth. I've never seen this girl. It doesn't matter, old man. We're gonna burn this place anyway. The day is orders. Ha ha ha. No, please, I beg of you, don't. Immediately, we're presented with the concept of the pacifist philosophy running right into it, the logical counter. I'll start with you, the guy who literally doesn't care to talk to you. And was probably going to kill you anyway. Maybe we'd better go now. Yeah, let's go help. I'm not going to stand by any longer. These fascists are getting fascists, so it's time to get righteous. Who the hell are you? We're Seeds. Seeds, get the ironclad over here. I'm sorry, but we have no choice. I mean, I guess we probably would have triggered different dialogue had we attempted to be pacifist, but, you know, he was already choking out this man, threatening to burn the town. That's the line. Alright, so how do we one-hit all these guys? What do you got? Elite Soldier? Nah. G-Soldiers? Alright, let's just smash you with the brothers. The brothers. Hell yeah. Fascist beaten. Wear your steel toes. It's gonna get spicy. I mean, I guess we could just punch. Yeah. Let's enjoy the best GF summon in the game. It's like my weakest summon too. For real though. Retro Kimari? Hey, what's happening, Baked and Living? How you doing? There's our good pal Baked and Living. How about our pal Ryuzaki here? Ryuzaki. Are you a streamer? I'm about to peep it. Peeping it. Stream amplitude, or at least you did at a time according to your bio. Well, here, I'll do the default to hospitality move there. Thanks for coming in and chatting up some FF8. Something's coming. Is that a train? Oh, it looked like an old-style choo-choo train. Oh, it's this thing from the missile base. It survived. And boy, did they manage to move it from there to here pretty quick, huh? You got a big one on our hands. Ooh, it's time to stop. Oh, you do? I don't suspect we'll ever see another remake to the scale of FF7. I think that is going to be a one-of-a-kind phenomenon. If they do, like, yeah, I really doubt it. And to be honest, like, after the FF7 remake, you know, like, I know a lot of people want a remake for 9 as well. I don't think we're getting that either. And that being said, I mean, while that, you know, is the desire of several folks, I think it would probably devote company resources in such a way, you know, to prevent, you know, say Final Fantasy 17 from being even better than any of these games. Oh, I know. I don't mean to yuck your yums or burst bubbles or nothing, but I can't help but think in terms of game development and economics in these matters, which are factors that have to be considered. because these are heartless companies. Let's not forget, Square Enix is still trying to do shit with NFTs, so 1-800, come on now. Let's see. Oh yeah, no worries, Ryazaki. One day maybe you'll come back and have a go-ahead follow R3 in your pocket to come back to, and all the rest. But if you know, if your video game travels keep you from streaming but not from Discord, I mean, there's one of those too if you wanted to hang out. Welcome. 10, 10. Oh wait, 10 and 10, 2, 13 and 4. Now, 10 is fantastic. No shade on 10 around here, pal. But I will agree, 13 is. I need to give 13 a more fair shake, and I'm kind of doing so by watching Jinrei play it. But 15. Wow, 15 though. You know? All right, I think it's time to just waste this thing. We got plenty of stops. How much damage is Renoa doing on a hit? No, but I think 10 is fantastic. It holds up, and it's a lovely straight-up turn-based thing. The last of the great turn-based Final Fantasies was Final Fantasy X. From what I understand, I mean, we all know where 11 was an MMO, so we, in general, don't talk about it too much, unfortunately. And 12 mimicked 11's MMO framework for doing combat encounters and map exploration. And 13 had a very complicated, and 13.2 and 13.3, or Lightning Returns or whatever, all had different semi-turn-based systems. Blitzball's great. I actually like Blitzball quite a bit. It's broken. You know, once you get team members with the right stats, you could just permanently win as long as you don't make poor decisions. But anyway, we beat the Ironclad. I would like to see a full Blitzball game. Like just an entire AAA scale $70 fucking Blitzball game. Let's go. With a narrative, why not? You know, make it like Persona or something in presentation. You know, where you have like the slice of life stuff happening at the same time. Hey, our pals, they're all right. Hey, Selfie. Keys to Irvine, it's great to see you guys. Oh yeah, we're Squall now. I'd go back to 14 if they put in a full Blitzball loop. I would go to 14 if they put in a full Blitzball loop. Say, what happened to... Oh, say, what happened to the garden? We have to do them twangy. What's happened? Well, the garden is safe. Really? Woohoo! Yeah, it's right over there. What happened to you guys? Yeah, let's talk about that later. I guess. Oh, now you're in charge, Zell? Good. Zell, Reno, why don't you guys take them back to the garden? I'll see you guys later after I take a look around. I'm surprised Renoa didn't fight that. This would have been a prime opportunity for... Oh, she did stick around. Never mind. You know, you just surprised me. You looked and sounded so happy to see them. Huh? This is the first time I've seen you so honest. It was really sweet. Aw. Well, this is in character. But I mean... You would be really glad to see somebody you're responsible for, so this is the base reason. Squall thought about it. I was just happy to see that they were alright. What's so surprising about that? Is there something wrong? Who's been in my room? No, there's nothing wrong. They're your comrades, but moreover, they're your friends. Friends, huh? Hey, Squall, would you have been worried about me too? You know, if I were with them instead? What? Why is she asking me this? I don't know. Who touched my drum kit? Thank you, Ryazaki. I don't know. Maybe. I don't know. Oh my gosh, you're turning red. What? No, I'm not. You're so cute taking it so seriously. Heck, why is she toying with me? Catch you later, Squall. I feel like I'm dropping the bag, maybe? I'm gonna feel bad about it later. Anyway, what's happening, Mr. Mayor? I guess you saved my life. Sorry for butting in. No, but I'm not thanking you. You don't have to. It's just that. What am I trying to say? I want him to understand us. Let's turn over a new leaf. I wish you could be a little bit more understanding about us. We're not just a bunch of warmongers. Oh? We got him hooked. It's hard for me to explain. I wish everything could be settled without resorting to violence. And there would be no need for battles. Like you've been preaching, it would be wonderful if all things could be settled by discussion. The only problem is that often takes too much time, especially if others are not willing to listen. So I believe that fighting is inevitable at times. You know, this philosophy as being presented makes sense. You know, it might sound impatient. Sometimes it takes too much time. Now, while that comes off as impatient, the fact of the matter is, sometimes discussing something while people are actively suffering now is the not quite moral thing to do, and instead to take action immediately, sometimes by way of violence. It's really sad. That's all I have to say. I hope you understand someday. I think the world needs both people like you and people like us. Speak softly and carry a gun sword. Pretty much. That is Squall's whole persona. Thank you all for your help. Goodbye. Look at him rendering respect and everything, being polite. He said his piece, and now we're gonna leave the mayor alone. Squall's growing. And I think that's one of the things that enamored me so much as a kid playing this game. You know, like I was straight up 17 when I played this game the first time, you know. And my mentality was probably fairly similar to old Squally boys here. Let's see if we can go in the bar now. Hey, get out of the way. Yeah, I'm drinking, so what? You wanna play cards? I miss my good old life. I'm through making my own booze. I'll take what people give me. And so I remember, you know, at that young age, encountering Squall, going through his, you know, why care too much? Life is too crappy to care too much kind of attitude, and then grow into this like person who found the value in reaching out to others and things like that, and yet still maintaining his identity of who he is through it. I don't know. This materia don't run. Outstanding. Let's see. Let's go talk to Flo. Let's see if we can get Flo to understand. I'm gonna go talk to Flo. Oh man, we got demoted. Why did we take a pay cut? I forget, like, there's so many things that affect what seed rank you are. Thank goodness I took a bunch of quizzes early on and boosted that up artificially, so we can take the occasional pay cut. But also, we're filthy freaking rich. What are we? 156K? Flo, where are you? I'm calling you out. What the? What's that for? I never... Ultima? Ooh, don't mind if I do, Tima. Alright, Ultima Robot. Okay, we just got a nice little stack of the most powerful spell in the game. That was unexpected. I bet you it'll even junction well automatically. Let's see. No, it's... The quantities of the other spells we have still beat its power, but... Yeah, that was unexpected. Okay. Well, I'm glad I tried to find Flo. The freaky Flo. I already made that joke. Thanks for joining me again this morning, everybody. I'm enjoying Saturday morning cartoons. Brought to you by Progressive Insurance. So you did fight after all. Well, you know, son of a bitch, the Galbadian military showed up. You want to play cards? Huh, cards, eh? Whoa, those rules were crazy. I'm gonna regret this. You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna see if I have a better... Oh, this one is better. I should use the L of Verret. Yeah, okay. I got an extra one of them anyway. What do you got? Ooh, an Iron Giant. I'll be taking that guy. Ooh, shit, there's Elemental here. Oh. So if you land on an Elemental and you don't have an Elemental symbol, it lowers you by 1. I imagine if it's the same Elemental, it'll probably raise us up. So this affects things a little bit. We should be fine even taking lightning to Ifrit here, and it'll still take this corner. And if it's the opposing element, it probably does -2. Flow is the nurse joy of the FF world. It'd be funny if there was a flow in every Final Fantasy game. Oh shit. Nah, we wouldn't want to play that because that would be same. Alright, I think we're gonna draw, probably, Pilgrims. Or no, we're not. We can take this sucker right now. We win. It's only yellow because we don't currently have any, but we don't really need them. I think Iron Giants refine into something nice. The open rule has spread throughout this region. Who said that? Going up? Yep. Okay, get on. Here we go. Alright, let's go report to Sid. Some shit went down. I guess Sid is actually. Yeah, kinda. Less so in this one. Like I was saying earlier, Sid's personification is definitely an outlier in Final Fantasy VIII. Oh, hey, Irvine. What are you doing? The headmaster gave the okay to let the technicians in the garden. They're in there right now. He's wondering why you took so long to come back and report. Okay. Say. Yeah? I was wondering. Those technicians seem very handy. So, like, would it be alright if I asked them to fix some other stuff? As long as it doesn't slow down work on the garden, go ahead. Try not to ask for too much. Yeah, of course. Irving, what are you doing? Leave me alone. I'm just teasing you, Squall. Alright, tell you what, before we go back in the garden and trigger some more story moments, I'm going to take that top of the hour break really quick. Let me turn down the sleepy music and put on some music from our good pal, the Captain, Captain Sekatai. It's my very own channel theme that he composed for me on commission. I highly recommend you commission him as well if music needs are what you need. But yeah, thanks for hanging, gang. Let me get him a shouty. There we go. And this is his SoundCloud. Good place to get a hold of him for commissions would be either, you know, contacting him on the various social media, including probably SoundCloud first and foremost. Alrighty, I'm back. Back is me. Let's turn down the tunes and turn up the tunes and And here we go. Alright, let's go. Oh yeah. What? Why are you following me? Selfie's feeling down right now. I thought I should let you know, since you're kind of like everybody's leader. I think you should go talk to her. Talk to her. Talk to her. I know you're a klutz when it comes to these things, so I'll back you. Where is she? She's hanging out at the stage by the quad. Okay. I'm glad the quad came with us. I thought it was an outlying structure of the garden facility. Let me, get situated proper here. Here we go. Wow. I didn't expect all this heavy machinery. How else are they going to repair it? With hammers and nails? Hey, this isn't my department. Then what is? Guns and women, of course. Yuck. Oh, God, Irvine. Get out of here. Leave me alone. Get out of here. Stay on Fisherman's Horizon. Hey, kid, you want to play some cards? I guess I could have talked to him. Hey, kid, are you Selfie? Wonder what's gonna open if I open this door. What happened, open? It says do not open, so I'm kind of curious. Kid, stay away from the emergency exits, please. La, 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 la. I sure do like elevator ride, Squall. Do you like elevator ride, Squall? I sure do. We didn't have elevators in Galbadia Garden. We all had to take the stairs. It was real hard on our differently abled students. Where are we going? Oh shit, it's that kid again. Oh, right, the quad. The quad. So yeah, like a fair proportion of this game is spent wandering the Galbadia grounds, even if you're playing it most efficiently. I wonder what speedruns of this game are like. Hi, Selfie. Oh, she definitely ain't feeling good. You want to play cards? This is so bad. Yeah, it's been crazy with the garden moving and crashing in FH and everything. A lot's happened. You know, I really wanted to see a band perform on this stage. Even had my eyes set on a few people, too. Oh, well. Let's cheer her up. Come on, I'm sure you can still do something. Squall, being sensitive? That's weird. You're the last person I expected to cheer me up. I must really look depressed. It's so weird. I care just like everybody else. It's just that there are too many things that can't be helped. I'm about talking about everything. Well, you spent just as much time having your own little personal asides, Squall. Oh, yeah. Uh-oh, there you go again in your own little world. And you're not going to share anything, huh? Yeah, whatever. Yeah, whatever. We should teasing me. I was just trying to help. Well, I think I'm feeling better. Don't worry about me, Squall. Teasing you really cheered me up. Irvine, you help her. I'm out of here. Alrighty. Squall, that was irresponsible. Anyway, Squall, this is the headmaster speaking. Do not leave Irvine with Selfie, and please come to my office. Guess there's no point feeling blue. That's right. Let's get the fun started. Fun? What fun? So brilliant. So, like, first we asked the FH technicians if they could fix the stage, and if they could fix the garden, this should be a piece of cake for them. Do you think they'll do it? Don't worry, I'll back you. I'm sure they'll do it. I'll point my gun at them. Hey, that means... Yep, you can have your band perform on the stage. Woohoo! Alright, let's get this show on the road. Score, baby. I'm all set to make my move. Damn it! No, we facilitated this. That about covers my report, sir. Squall, you didn't say anything. I see. I also heard a report from Selfie just a moment ago. She said diary is open to everyone to see. Maybe you should have a look. Oh, and one more thing. It appeared that the Galbadians were searching for Eleni. They seem to be on their main that seemed to be their main objective in FH. I believe that Sorceress Adea is behind all this. Eleni has the ability to allow people to experience the past. Maybe the Sorceress is after her for this ability. What other reason could there be? So now the Galbadians are working for the Sorceress, and we're searching for Eleni in FH. Oh, and we're. And regardless of whether they found her or not, they had orders to burn the city down. That would help reduce the number of potential places she could hide. That's right. Most likely, the Sorceress will not stop this onslaught until Eleni is found. She will continue to hunt her and burn everything in her path. We can't wait any longer. So it's finally going official, about time. This is Headmaster Sid. I have an announcement to make. Not again. Now, I have important news that I must share with all of you. What were Katawaki and Quistis talking about? The garden is being repaired right now. We'll leave FH immediately after it's finished. We're going on a journey. The hot dog line. This is a journey to defeat the Sorceress. Garden will now be used as a mobile base. The administration of Garden will be run by myself and the staff as usual. We kicked out Norg and the other guys, maybe? I don't know. This journey will involve many battles. A well-qualified leader is needed for this. Therefore, I'm appointing Squall as your new leader. What? Promoted? This is all going too fast. Good thing I displayed leadership characteristics like 10 minutes ago. From now on, Squall will be the leader. He will decide our destination and battle plan. Everyone, please follow his orders. I can't believe this. If there are any objections, please come see me in person. I don't even have a choice. Hey man, I want it. So what? You're just shirking your responsibilities, Sid? Squall, we're under your command from now on. Facepalm. That is a facepalm moment. This is your fate. It is your destiny to lead the way in defeating the Sorceress. Sid, why'd your voice change? Hey, thanks, Faust. Don't talk about this like it's been decided since my birth. Uh-oh. I think you're getting warmer. I don't mind fighting the Sorceress. It's unavoidable as long as I'm a seed member. What? As long as I'm a seed member? What if I quit? Quit? Then what? What do I have left? I don't know why I'm talking. Don't even want to think about it. Just stop thinking. Here we go. Another tossing and turning scene. This is the third one, I believe. I'll just have to do as I was told. In like the 5th bed scene altogether. Command the garden and kill the Sorceress. That's the spirit, Squall. How's Headmaster Sid expect me to take care of everyone? It'd be best to go fight the Sorceress soon to end this nonsense. But isn't she the Headmaster's wife? Oh yeah, that's right, Norg. His one and only purpose in the narrative is to drop that factoid. He wants us to kill his wife? I better go back to bed. What does it feel like to give an order like that? Hey everyone, time to switch gears. Instead of talking about killing wives, we're going to talk about producing a live show. Here's our producer, Selfie. Ahem. We'll be holding the concert just as planned. The performance isn't just for us, though. It's also for Squall, you know, to congratulate him on his recent promotion. Shit. Didn't even get a pay raise. We just got a pay cut. Sounds fun. So who's gonna perform? We are. We're the only character models in the game that are meshed for this, and even so, just barely. Yeah, right. You're kidding. No way, you can count me out. I have no musical aptitude. Really, I gotta see this. Let's just give it a try. We have everything ready and all we need is 4 people. This is gonna be fun. So really, no actual musicians available? Oh, sorry, Renoa, but you're not gonna be a member. You're leaving me out? We have something more important for you to do. So what are we gonna do? I mean, basically, we're all amateurs, right? Even if you hand us instruments, we won't be able to do anything. Proceeds to just hand them instruments and have them do anything. First, I want to ask you guys something. Okay, you know I took over this event after I transferred to Balamb, right? I have the composition that the last producer recommended to me, but everything got all messed up after the garden started moving. There's supposed to be only 4 scores to go with the composition, but I got 8 scores here. What does that mean? It's pretty simple. 4 other scores are from a different composition that got mixed up with the 4 scores that Selfie has. 4 scored 7 years ago this nation. So we had to find the 4 original scores to perform the composition that Selfie has. The only way we're going to find them is to play all 8 scores and see. So I want you guys to pick up an instrument 1 person at a time and play it. Irvine knows the composition, so he'll choose which 4 are the right ones. Let's get started. Alright, so we got to figure out which 4 instruments are all playing the same tune. I believe there's 2 tunes in question, and I don't remember which instruments it is, so I guess we'll fiddle around with it. Systematically. Alright. Alright, this is Eyes on Me. So this is 2 different ones. So do we want to play Eyes on Me or the Jolly one? I think we're gonna go with Eyes on Me, though. I love how subdued the electric guitar is. You're expecting him to jam, and he's just all doot doot dooty doot. Try something else, Zell. You're terrible. Piano. That'll go with Eyes on Me. Okay, well, piano and electric guitar go together. So it sounds like there's a 3rd composition, or does this go with it? Hold on, let's hear the guitar again, the acoustic. Okay, this one goes with the piano and electric guitar. Play the fiddle. I love how, see, everyone could just play instruments. Flute. Break out with the flute, buddy. There's definitely no skill set development in this. Alright, so I'm thinking we can't do Eyes on Me. For real. Alright, Zell, you're pretty good at the bass. What about tap? Let's make him tap dance. Now dance. Look at him, he's a dancer. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Hold on a second. I'm gonna look up a thing real fast. There we go. Sax, electric guitar, piano, and bass guitar. Wait, so there's 5 possible choices? Okay. Alright. Alright, I think, I'm looking it up. Before I move along. Yeah, okay. So, sax, electric guitar. We'll have Zell play the sax. Yeah, we want eyes on me. All right, sounds good. Next, how about Irvine? I guess he'll be the electric guitar. Okay, it's the same music. I was a little bit worried. Okay, I sound good. My jacket's kind of clipping through the guitar there, but all right. Piano. Yeah, the piano is on Eyes on Me. All right, selfie on the keys. No, we should put a selfie on bass. We'll put Keystis on the pianos, on the ivories. We'll put Keystis on the ivories. Selfie's a bass player. Look at her, big time. All right, sounds good. Next, Keystis, shove the piano out here again. All right. Okay, sounds good. Fanfare. Okay, we have until tonight to practice for the performance. I love it. Even if you hand us instruments, we won't be able to do anything. That's what you think. Renoa, that's when you're up. You can count on me. It's gonna be a blasty blast. I'm bored. I've been tossing and turning for hours. What's everybody doing? I better save. Alright, get ready for romance, everybody. It's time for romance. Oops. Shh, here he comes. Okay, he's all yours. Renoa, you're wearing your fancy dress. So what's up? Tired. You look so down. Come on, Squall, how old are you? You're still a teenager. Why don't you act like one for a change? I've killed many men. Okay, come on, let's go to the concert. Oops, wrong voice. I don't know. Why not? Yes, okay, let's go. Alright, let's go. Let's go. So she convinced you, eh? Looking good together. Oh, great. So, like, I found this place. It's perfect for you guys. Give me a break. It's by the stage. You can't miss it. I left an old magazine there. You can thank me later. Have fun. Just let it all out tonight. Oh man, this guy are sick. Also, the mayor's house is the mayor right now is all it's fucking bright. Are you finished? Are you finished? Might be there later with someone special to you. Oh great. What have I done? Heard a kitty. Come on, man. I'm about to make my move. What's up? Oh, well. Jeez, thanks a lot. Oh, I guess we go this way. I thought the stage was on the garden. Did they move it down here? Man, we're gonna be all sweaty. Oh, they did move it down here. Squall, you big stud. This is all for you. Congratulations. Enjoy the show. Renoa, don't let him get away. Whatever. Ready? A 1, 2, 3. A huge production for one guy. Here it is, everybody. It's good. Damn, Zell. Okay. Yeah. There's nobody here. Oh, there's only the 2 views. Oh well. Let's see. Can we move Squall to where we can see him? Yeah, we can. Where's Renoa? She let me get away. Oops. My bad. Renoa. Do it, Squall. There we go. Hey, what's up, Papa Jin? Indeedy. It's just the time for the concert. Everybody give Papa Jin the big ol' follow. Perfect. Is that it? I guess so. Oh, right. The old magazine. This looks like the place he was talking about. Oh, a naughty magazine. Hey, there it is. And of course, everybody, art provided on the channel in no small part by our good pal Papa Jin. In addition to these other lovely peoples. I thought he was kidding. I put some porno over by the stage for Squall and Renoa. I thought it would be funny. You wanted to talk about something, right? Here, sit by the porn. What is it? Well, it's about your promotion. Things are gonna get real tough for you, huh? I don't want to think about it. Squall, I'm sure there'll be a lot of difficult things you'll have to deal with from now on. We were talking about that and saying how you'll probably try to handle everything on your own. You probably will. They know you too well. I do too, although I haven't been around you too long. You know, when you started thinking, you tend to frown. When you start thinking, you tend to frown like this. Hey, get out of my face here. That was a sweet tuck and roll maneuver, Renoa. I'm out of here. Everyone always makes fun of me. We disavow backhanding, Renoa. She's got the training, though, you know. She's got the... That's not Renoa. It's Jason Bourne. Come on, I'm sorry. Next time I'll let you hit me. But really, we were saying that, well, you can't handle everything on your own. So we decided to murder you. Oh, shit. Hey, look at the reflection effect that they went for. It's a little awkward with Renoa in her sundress, but that's it. Just let out anything. Naughty magazine equals suggestive themes, exactly. Anything. We want you to talk to us a little more, that's all. I mean, probably in the original translation, it was probably just some, like, manga that happens to, you know, feature suggestive themes. And for the English translation, it's just, there's a porno mag. You know, if there's anything you want to tell us or anything we can do, don't hesitate to let us know. I know it's not easy, but I wish you would trust us and rely on us a little more. Listen, I can one-hit bosses with my lion heart. Am I that untrusting? Maybe I'm this way because I'm scared. Nothing lasts in this world. It feels great to have friends who believe in you and adults you can rely on. See, there's the generation steps. Friends, parallel, right? On the same tier of generations. Adults, above you, you can rely on. That's why it's so dangerous, especially if you become used to it. Someday you're bound to lose everything. Everyone around you will be gone. Then what are you left with? Nothing. Nobody. It's so miserable. And it's inevitable. It's so hard to recover from something like that. I never ever want to deal with that again. I can't. Even if it means being alone. So he's definitely referencing some kind of loss, and Squall has, past trauma of his own. I don't get it. What's going on? Huh? What? Oh, there she goes a-pacing. Oh, me. Sorry about that. So, we finished here. What? No, I didn't mean you. I was just talking about the music. I love this piece, but it's been terrible for the last few minutes. Jeez, what's wrong with them? Oh, well, I'll see you later, alright? Wait, you're not getting off that easy. You still owe me an answer. Answer for what? Oh, fine. I'll ask for help when I really need it. I'll just try to trust everybody more often, okay? What is your problem? Why do you have to be like that? Are you mad or something? Tell me you are, because this can't really be you. I'm sorry. Not sorry. You just want to get the hell out of here, that's all. Jeez, why does it have to be like this? Why? Why? Oh, you upset Renoa? Well, this won't change anything. I think I was honest. You prefer to be alone, right? Yeah. Oh, Squall, you dropped the bag. You'll realize that in 16 or so years. You dropped the bag. Oh, here we go. So yeah, we've been alluding to some sort of trauma in Squall's past. Maybe we'll get a little insight into that. We've seen this before, but only for an instant, like a glimmer. Sis. I'm all alone, but I'm doing my best. An anime kid in the world. I'll be okay without you, sis. I'll be able to take care of myself. Tears streaming down his face like Vegeta. Oh, well, never mind. Just another glimmer. Squall, Squall, please report to the bridge immediately. What is it now? You're the leader, man. You probably should have told people you were knocking off for the night. They're still on the stage playing Eyes on Me. Been terrible for the last few hours. What's with them? Man, my bedroom's all the way across the... It's the longest route between any 2 points in the facility. Alright, well at least we didn't get demoted again. Also, can I have all the money? Since I'm in charge now? It's the war chest. I'm not just like spending it on personal items. It's for the mission. That's right, Norg is still down there. Cocooning away for some reason, and I don't think that ever develops. Oh shit, you're not Sid. Oh. Greetings, Commander. Don't call me that. We thought you should have a title, so Keestis and I decided on Commander. Sorry to carry things out on our own, but Sue and I assigned duties. I'll take care of all the supplies needed in the garden, and I'll help take care of the students with Dr. Katawaki. You just focus on our destination and battle plans. And will you let Selphie rest a while? I think she's exhausted from the missile base mission. She could use some rest, yeah. And then she did a concert for 13 hours playing the same song. How's that sound to you? Fine. You guys seem to get this covered. I'm going back to bed. Alright, have some reports for you already. Hey, Squall. Oh, hi, Nita. By the way, you know the FH technicians were fixing the garden, right? They just finished, meaning the garden's ready to go anytime. It's got a really crazy control interface. I think they could have just put a steering wheel, but they just decided on a really huge joystick. Well, yeah, I'll be piloting the garden. FH technicians taught me everything about piloting this thing. Let me know when you want to go. Any suggestions on where we should go? Hey, why don't we go back to Balamb? We don't know what's happened since we left. Besides, Balamb might be their next target. It's a harbor town, just like FH. I mean, they could have already struck there, but I guess. Seems alright. You're right. Squall, what do you think? I'm going to bed. Oh. Ready to go? Yeah. We're taking off. I'll direct you to our destination. Announce the departure. Roger. May I have your attention, please? This is the bridge. We're going to be taking off here pretty soon, so get ready to hold on to your butts. I'll be handing over the mic over to our leader, Skawala. Why are you talking like that, Nita? Forget it. Cut the mic. Everyone had a good laugh. Alright, nobody is Junction, so I guess we could bring anybody. Renoa, you coming with us. Keistis, I guess you assigned yourself a duty. Selfie's taking a nap. I don't like Irvine, but we can keep her away from Selfie and she can get her rest. And maybe Zell can get some hot dogs. Garden controls. Oops. Immediately backs up. Immediately backs up into the pier. My bad, I gotta go back up to the bridge. It doesn't... Forget something small? Shut up. Nita, I thought you said you knew how to pilot this thing. Why'd you let me do it? Who's that guy? Alright, do over. Nita. For reals this time. Okay. This way, at least we don't back into the place. Alright, it's square to go forward, not X. RB, rather. Oh shit. Well, it looks like Galbadia Garden has the same shelter technology, and they have arrived here at Balamb. So, let's just go ahead and park Balamb right here, I guess. Wait. How do we park? There we go. Well, alright then. Moving along, footloose and fancy free. This part of the game is a pretty big skill check. Not you know, right on the heels of the oil beasts we fought in Balamb Garden's substratum, as Squall puts it. An oil stratum. What is this? Galbadia? Yeah, let's bust our way in. This town is under the control of Sorceress Adea. This town is off limits while we conduct our investigation. It will last for several days. Once we're through with our investigation here, you're next. Just stay out and stay put. Okay, can we... You guys look suspicious. What are you doing here? What's Galbadia doing in a town like this? What do you want? Are you residents here? Well, Zell is. Hold up, man. I live here. Residents should be allowed in. It's off limits. You cannot enter or leave. Do you understand? Ha! Who do you think you're talking to? Also, I forgot to junction. What is it now? You said the town was off limits. Does that mean we can't deliver a message either? That's too bad. We had some info on Eleni. What? Oh, wait a minute. Tell me everything you know about her. Do you actually know who she is? Kind of, but we need to get inside to confirm something. If you find out any information at all, go talk to the commander. She's staying at the hotel. You will be rewarded. Hey, I'm a commander too. Also, I guess we gotta take Zell? Yeah. Alright. Well, God. Irvine, leave Selfie alone. Also, I suppose we should junction. Alright. We want strength and HP. We'll give him the brothers. Oops, hold on. Let's carefully consider things, though. Brothers does these three. And I guess we'll put on Leviathan. That'll do for starters. Why'd your HP go so high? Damn it. Oh, no. Oh, because I didn't confirm it. There we go. Now we do it. No, Leviathan and Ifrit. Those will go together. Huh? Strength 40, strength bonus. Cool. Doesn't have any HP though, we'll see. Renoa, what do you get? HP, vitality, magic. Oops. There we go. That covers her. We need draw also, not GF. You know what? We'll do GF and we'll do draw instead of magic. How about that? There we go. And Zell. Alright, we still got 4 to distribute, so let's see here. We'll do Shiva and Diablos. That's a full junction too. We'll put actually we will auto him to magic so we can do the draws really well. We'll do it old school. Wow, he's got the most selection though out of stuff. Sure. Zell will just be fucking invincible. And Squall, we can put another GF on you for sure. Either Vitality, yeah, we'll take Vitality. And an extra slot for even more strength, why not? And then we'll give her Siren, Junction of Magic. Move Find? Shoot. I want to see what happens. Take away brothers. Put on plus 40. Put on brothers. Take away Shiva. Nah, take away Diablos. Okay, now we're good that wait, no. Actually, yeah, we're good there. Having a high defense will offset that. Alright, now what did we take off? We took off Diablos. That doesn't give her anything else. Take off Siren. Hold on, we'll wait to do this. Back to Zell. Put Siren on him. Junction of Magic. All this shit. Damn it. I want Move Find on somebody. It's not working out though. Oh, I didn't take off his other one. Damn it. This takes down his HP. Alright, we'll take off Shiva. Put on move find. Put on HP plus 40. Yay, that'll do it. And then we'll junction Renoa up. With Shiva, magic for everything, HP plus 80, and Spirit 40, and Vitality 40. We'll make her invincible. Okay, we did it. Woohoo! Shoot. Hey, if you're done with your errands, go home. If I see you loitering, I'll have to take you in. Alright, so we're under martial law here. Have some thunder for no reason. Zell, let's go see your mom. Mom, home. Huh? Yo, Squall, that's my room up there. It's sacred. You can't go in. Alright. What if your mom's up there? Ma, you're safe. Zell, how on earth did you get into town? It's all in the brains, Ma. We just said we had some info on Ellen. Piece of cake. What a relief. I was worried you might have beaten up one of the guards. The soldiers have threatened that the sorceress will burn the town to the ground should there be any disturbance. Sorceress Adea, is she here? I noticed a woman with the Galbadian army, gray hair, patch over one eye. Must be Fujin, so they're here. Leave it to me. I'll get rid of those jokers. Could Seifer be here too? No, probably. Hey kids. Mother, a big bad rascal. Thank you for having us over during these troubled times. Sure, Zell, I'm sure the whole town is counting on you, but don't strain yourself or take any chances. Maybe just one sock in the nose might be good. Wait. I thought you were concerned about me. Ha, just wait. I'll show him what I'm all about. I'll show him what for. Hot dog. Ha. That's how everybody in this town talks. I've decided. Also, no troubles here. We're just looking for safe point. You have safe point? Can we leave town in safe point? Let's go find out. Whee! Won't let us leave. Alright, fine. Did you know there's a reward for information regarding Eleni? Any bit of information is fine. Pretty generous, aren't they? Say again, why are you kids looking for the captain anyway? If you're looking to raid the place, do it while you're still young. If they do that, the Galbadians will burn this town to the ground. Mom's like, fuck it. Better than being conquered. Hey, no pooping. Stand up. Zell, yes, you're finally here. You have to avenge my boss. Those Galbadians broke the boss's arm. All he did was ask a question. He wanted to know what was to become of Balamb. Oh man, if only I were as strong as you, Zell. Alright, shall we beat him up? Just be grateful to Galbadia that this town hasn't gone up in a sea of flames. Sorceress Adea has the power to wipe this town out, you know. Sure she does. We were just talking about that girl, Eleni. If she landed in this here town, would she be careless enough to actually stay here? I already told you, I don't know where the captain is. I've had it up to here with you people. If you can't find him in a small town like this, someone must be hiding him. What could he be doing by himself for such a long time? Okay, so we've heard about the commander, in red, and the captain, in yellow. It's kind of like the Discord server around here. What do you want? If it's the commander you're looking for, I have strict orders not to let anyone through. What? Information about Eleni? I have strict orders to let everyone through. You know that we'll get a salary cut if we let him through without confirmation. Yeah, I know. In this army, your salary gets cut based on just how the boss is feeling. Guess it goes with the territory when you can't choose your own boss. Yo, listen, we have top secret info. Bring the commander out here. These guys are kind of suspicious, huh? Yeah, totally. Have some respect for the captain. The captain is currently on patrol. Go find the captain? Okay. Hey, Lorenzo VD, welcome in. Lorenzoved. Sorry. How you doing today? We're just here in Balamb under Galbadian occupation, looking for the captain. Alright, thanks to Mrs. Dinch, there has been a panic. There's not much we can do. Those Galbadian soldiers, they're just trying to torture us slowly. Basically, everyone's on edge. Oh, I'm doing alright. Just, yeah, searching for the captain. Come on, hurry, we're gonna be late for our shift. Come on, man, let's go. The boss is gonna kill us. What do you want? You shouldn't be walking out here. You want to know anything? Go to the hotel and report to the commander. I tried. But how are you on this fine Saturday? Don't buy up too much. We use them... Oh, you're looking for someone. I heard before there was someone sleeping behind one of the army vehicles. What is this about? Uh-huh. Oop, hold on. There we go. Okay. Yeah, I mean, unlimited money, but also not really anything to spend it on. Oh wait, sleeping behind one of the army vehicles? That was a cool entertainment center setup. Oh, wait, that would be down on the docks. Oh. There you are. How's it going? Is there any way I can help? Ooh, or rather, what are you? Shh. Keep your voice down, man. There's only one story here, you know, Eleni. You'll get nothing by giving info to those Galbadian soldiers. If you find out anything, come to me. Those Galbadians have no intention of paying. I'll give you your money for it. You have my word. Shh. Hey, you know where the captain is? We need to find him to see the commander. Oh, wait, that was the wrong voice. Captain, eh? If you want to know what it costs you. I have to eat too, you know. Have gold. Well, thanks, man. You're pretty rich. Well, anyway, the captain's at the end of the harbor. I saw him going down with a fishing rod. Here in Balamb, the Balamb fish is quite the delicacy. Maybe that's what he's after. Okay. Check out that yacht out there. That's pretty. All I do is just crouch all day and look for clues. Helene's possessions, some scent for a dog to go by. Oh, the captain? Yeah, he was just fishing here. He caught a few and got really excited. Said he was going to eat them right away. I've been told to use this dog to find Eleni. Without her scent to go by, what can we do? Exactly. So that'll probably come into play later. Alright, well, where do you go cook fish? I would figure the hotel would have kitchen facilities, but maybe at Ma Dinch's? Just now a man came in and asked if he could use the kitchen. I think he cooked some fish. The whole room is filled with this strange odor. Man, he works fast. Hey, you know anything about him? P.U., what's this awful smell? The stench is clogging my pores. Yo, Zell, I've been practicing my special move all day, just for a day like this. Super miracle kick. That's what I say every time. I can't stay at the hotel. Oh, sorry, I skipped the dialogue. Let's just go to my room and rest. Alright. It's not like I'm inviting you guys, okay? It's because we had no choice. And the smell of fish is overpowering. So this is Zell's room. Hey, you got guns, Zell? Is that your grandfather, Zell? Yep, he's the person I look up to the most. He played a big role in the last war. Are those his guns? He wasn't just strong. He knew when to attack, when to retreat. Any kind of situation, he maintained his composure and stayed cool. Unlike me. Oh, so basically the opposite of you. Yo, Squall, why you dissing me? It's probably none of my business, but maybe you're being a little too cool, Squall. If she got you there, Squall, why don't you try and show a little more passion? You know, like me, Zell. Oh good, a save point. Oh, hey, you got your hoverboard back, Zell. I remember they confiscated that from you early in the game. Alright. Smells like a gym in here, Zell. Gross. Fish is still cooking? Must have been pretty bad fish to give off this odor. Wonder if he's really gonna eat it. Said he was gonna eat with his men. Hope nothing happens to them. Okay. So they just really wanted us to go into Zell's room. We found him. Oh, no way. You guys are awesome. Thought we'd have to send out the search dog again. You get pretty tired chasing after the dog. Okay, then bring the captain here for me. Oh, sure. It's alright. We have the stink. So we can put the smell on the dog. Hey, doggy. There he goes. There he goes. After that dog. Wow, he's fast. After that dog. Alright, we're hot on his heels now. God damn it. Oh my god. Oh my god. Haha, comedy. It's Raijin, come on. Oh wait, that was the wrong voice. Hee grandma. Why do you say that? Really, inside the train, huh? That's where he was hiding. It was terrible. The soldiers fell flat on the floor after eating the fish that man brought. Flower fields. Oh no. He died. Look at that guy's sassy hip. Anyway. So he's probably back here now. Hey, you, stand back. This could be dangerous. The commander's just about to beat up the captain. Ouch. Fujin, control your temper, you know? I was patrolling just like you told me. Even woke up that search dog sleeping on the job, you know? You guys help me out here. Yeah, he was actually being derelict in his duties. We've got to calm Fujin down, you know? Raijin. Wow, what are you guys doing here? We're here to liberate Balamb, you know? We're here to liberate Balamb. Seifer told us to give you a whooping if we saw you, you know. You soldiers help me out too. It's time for a whooping. Oh shit. Alright. You'll pay for this, Raijin. He's got nothing. Well, I mean, I guess he's got Thundara. That's kind of cool. Alright, there's a little, well, just one. Alright, you guys. Beat up the dweebs. I'll handle Raijin. Oops. I'll handle Raijin. Bam. He's still up. Get him. Zero? Oh, she must have wind on her elemental strike. Jeez, Raijin, you take a beating. Alright, that means we gotta draw... Alright, we'll just use the GF. How about Shiva for size? Or we could just beat him now. Yep. You got me, you know. For some reason I feel like we should have Pandora right now. The GF. Yeah, the commander's gonna get a whooping too. Like, I feel like I remember using them on these guys. But where would it be? I thought I was being pretty thorough with my draws. So I guess you're the commander. Pack your bags and get the hell out of Balamb. Raijin. Defeated. That's right, baby. Now where's Sifra and the sorceress? You're all going down. So calm down. Fujin, looks like you're on your own. Are you still willing to fight? Rage. Wahaha, she's not alone. Who's there? Major comeback, you know. Actually, I feel a lot better, you know. I feel invincible, you know. How the... I thought we defeated you. Through the power of just... it. That's how it is, baby. Time to get serious, you know. Alright, she has Pandemona, not Pandora. You got anything? Oh, they each had them. Okay. Oh good, Arrow. And Cura. You should probably shell up, actually. Let's see. Draw, shell, cast, Zan. Because if we're going to sit here and draw for a teensy-tiny bit, we might as well not take so much damage. Ooh. Yeah, I think the only attack we really have to worry about is like Fujin's big magic attack. Other than that, they just ping us with physical attacks. Like that. Alright. Let's see. Fujin, you have Arrow. That's pretty nice. Eleni, where? We're not answering you. We're just gonna draw arrows for a little while. Eventually Squall will probably be low HP enough to Renzo Kuken. This will stock some heroes. Ooh, she has Shell equipped. We should definitely stock that. One Cura for Squall. Boo. There we go. Yeah, if she's equipped with Shell, we want it maxed out. Oh, out of space. Alright, Squall's almost there. Let's slow back down. Enough space. Okay. Woohoo! Let's see. Still need socket there. Now we're talking. Oops. There we go. Let's Renzo this dude. Nice. Oh, here's the Lionheart ability. We haven't seen this yet. Here it goes. I think this might nuke the whole fight. Oh shit. No, but it's definitely destroying this dude. Oh shit! We did like 1,000,000 damage to that dude. Sorry, Fujin, they got me, you know? Perfect. Alright, I think our shell is probably gone. We should probably... Oh, well, we can't do it anymore, so there's that. Wait, do you have... Yeah, let's draw life. There we go. Your turn, Fujin. No Lionheart, but we still took her right down. Incredible. Hey, alright, a bunch of AP even. And a new GF, Pandemona. Are the two of you taking orders from the sorceress? Negative. Sorceress has nothing to do with us, you know. We're acting on our own. Own plan? We're on Seifer's side, you know? I think this is Seifer's theme. That's up to you, but enough is enough. This isn't an internal garden conflict. Can't back out, you know. Negative. Seifer has a lot of followers, but we're his only friends. We're a posse, you know? The Galbadian soldiers are only listening to Seifer because they fear the sorceress. Without us, Seifer wouldn't have a posse, you know? If you guys stand behind him that much, tell frickin' Seifer to stop this nonsense. Affirmative. We ain't no sellouts. We're behind Seifer all the way, you know? Okay, understood. So you want nothing to do with Garden now? From now on, we're not gonna hold back. Yeah, cause the like 100,000 damage you just did to freaking Raijin Squall wasn't holding back, or that was holding back. Cause that's how it goes. That's what comrades are all about. You're just gonna let them go, Squalls? Don't want to talk anymore, you know? Kind of painful, you know? Wimp. Run. Alright, well, I guess we liberated Balamb. Feels sad. I know, it's kind of weird, huh? Friend or foe, it all comes down to circumstance. What's it gonna be, Jack? Your comrades? Or your country? It's how we were raised. It's nothing special. This actually predates the story of Metal Gear Solid 3. By quite a bit. This is PS1, of course. Nothing special. Is that true? What is this I'm feeling? Let's go. Where are we going next? Well, we took care of Balamb, I guess. Hello, excuse me. What is it? Have you decided on a destination? Still thinking. Can we maybe try to go to Trebia Garden? It's like in the mountains, so maybe the sorceress will leave it alone. But maybe, you know... I thought it was destroyed by missiles. Oh, I see. That's why she'd want to... Of course she'd want to go. I'll keep that in mind. Thanks. Peace out. See, that was well done. Her little, like, peace 'em out animation as the elevator descended, that was really well done. And shows kind of the potential of what could have been done with the blocking in a lot of these scenes. Because, you know, it's like they had these really cool character models, but didn't really know what to do with them too much. And every so often you get an inspired little animation like that. But we're going to take another short break, and we'll play to the next plot point, I guess. Happy Saturday, buddy. Thanks for joining. I'll be right back. This time I'm leaving you with the Galbadian, or garden music. Haha! Alrighty, gang, I'm back. Okay, sorry if the Balamb music put you to sleep, but that's just how it goes. Seifer, Raijin, and Fujin. Seems like yesterday they were part of this garden. It actually technically was, I suppose. Where's our destination? Ready to go? Yep. Alright, so I guess we will take Selfie with us, and of course we're going to keep Renoa with us all the way. We're going to junction Zell to Selfie. Irvine stuck with Zell and Keistis. Perfection. Alright, so we kind of have free reign of the world, so to speak, you know? We can wander quite a ways with Balamb Garden. I think we're limited to the northern hemisphere. The world has this equatorial rail system here that connects the continent of Galbadia to Fisherman's Horizon and the continent of Estar, which the guy in Fisherman Horizon said, you have to walk, isn't that crazy? There's no trains running. It's because Estar has pretty much closed off its borders. But we are on the search for Trabia Garden, which I believe was to the north of Balamb. As you can see, the garden itself travels pretty slow, and the viewing angle really isn't that good. Like, it's hard to see where you're going or not. And so you end up relying on the map quite a bit. And since we are in remastered mode, we can take advantage of triple speed to navigate this thing. But yeah, Trabia here is in the north. And I believe you don't have encounters while piloting the garden. So, let's go look for... Ooh, look, a chocobo forest, our first accessible one. Maybe we'll check this out real fast, and then we'll go park in front of Trabia and end the session. Psst, hey kid. You're in Chocobo Forest, beginner. You'll scare away the chocobo if you all come in. Y'all be easy, I'm gonna check it out. There's sprite limitations, you know? Let's see. So, you want to catch a chocobo? Yes. You need a whistle to catch one. It's called a choco-whiss. You want one? Are you gonna charge me? Nah, I won't charge you. Here, there are two types, okay? It's gonna cost you 1,000 gil for my lecture on how to use them. Ah, crafty kid. Choco boy. Let me explain. The two whistles are for location and action. Sonar and Ziner. Wow. If you sound the Choco Ziner somewhere in this forest, chocobos will fall from out of nowhere. You can tell where the Choco by the Choco's sonar sound. Select the whistle Y and hold B while you're whistling and Y. Man, those are really poorly written instructions. I don't want any small ones. I need to be able to write it. Hold your chocobos. When there's only one chocobo left, the mother chocobo gets worried and starts looking for it. So that's when you catch it? Exactly. They're quite well behaved. Okay, yeah. Then Ziner for them to fall. Then you talk to lone chocobo, and boom, mother appears. Okay. The sonar sound when they're not around is that. When the sonar sound when they are around is... Oh god. Got it? I hope so. Hey, you look concerned. That's where I come in. Press Y and select help me. For a bargain price, I'll catch one for you. Oh, and one thing, if you sound the Ziner where there are no chocobos around, your whistle will be stolen. After that, you have to pay for it. Well, good luck to you. Man, you have, like, a scam going on here, kid. I don't remember how to do the things. Okay, sonar. How do we actually use it? Okay, so there's chocos here. Now we're Zinering. There's 1, 2. Okay. So now we got... Oops. So now we got to switch back, right? To the sonar. Okay, there's one here. Switch designer. I think the hardest thing is going to be accidentally not using the designer. Okay. Switching back. Okay. Wait, it sent him back? It did send him back. Oh, that's sucky. You didn't say that, kid. Alright. Hold on, let me... Okay. Okay. This is gonna send him away again, isn't it? What? No. I'm not doing this. Help me. Yeah. Here, Choco, Choco, Choco. I said, come here, Chocobo, please. Whoa. Alright, thanks, Choco Boy. Your minigame sucks. I guess I'll ride the Chocobo out of here. Ready, and congrats on your first catch. Yeah, sure. My special way of saying thanks. Oh, I'm going now. Hold on a sec. Hold your Chocobos. Celebrate your first catch. I want to give you a Chicobo as a present. No, I'm not interested in a small... Come on, name it. Ah, that's right. Bako, or Boko, the Chicobo, and it's a new GF. Well, have a safe and fun journey. Bye. Speaking of GFs. Alright, don't press A. And look, he's followed. The little Chicobo's following us. Look at him go. Woohoo! Well, can't see. Jamming. Oh, hold on the map. There we go. There's Stravia Garden. We can explore everywhere. There's nothing here. Hey, we just got a pay raise. Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh shit. This is Crater. Alright, we should probably go get Balamb Garden again. Where did we leave the Balamb Garden at? I really don't freaking know. Oh, there it is. Fun stuff. Hold on, let's get a picture of us with the baby Chicobo. Damn mountain's in the way. Nice. We did it. Alright, well, see you later, Chocobo. And then it runs away, of course. But we keep the baby one in our pocket, I think. Or no, we don't. We just named him. Weird. I thought he was a new GF for some reason. Alright, so we got this new GF, though, Pandemona. I don't know what Absorb does. But I guess we can immediately start learning some junctions, though, for it. Elemental Defense Junction ×2 is pretty cool, but still Speed Junction. Let's see. Brothers almost has HP 80%. That's good. This is the last ability for Diablos. The completely pointless one in the remaster, because you can just turn off encounters whenever you want. Let's see. We almost know Counter. But we should learn Magic Junction next. What did we learn? Okay, we just learned Support Magic, so I guess we should learn Magic Junction. And... Dang, everything with Pandemona is, like, really tough. Alright, that's fine, though. What's next? Let's check out the status, or support magic refined. Ooh, we can make auras now, and shells, and Isunas. Like, we can turn our items into spells since we don't use the item command in battle. Turtle Shell gives you 30 protects. Rune, yeah, now we're talking. 20 dispels with saw blades. Drains. Reflects. Dragon Fang. Mega Elixir. I don't remember getting a Mega Elixir, but that's fine. Let's see. 20 Reflects. Renoa is the only one with it, so let's max her out. Squall's maxed out on spells. Man, we're gonna have to deal with that. Let's see, Dispels. Pistis is the only one with Dispels. Let's see... Isuna. Give her all the Isunas. Who else is with us? Selfie. Okay. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good. Let's see, we can get aura stones out of steel pipes. That's all day, actually. I wish we could just skip the middleman and get them aura stones straight out of the steel pipes, but... hold on. Mid-magic are fine. Let's make sure ain't nobody sitting on pointless low-level magic. There we go. There we go. No more space. Damn it. Let's see. Thunders. Alright, we'll do Thunder. Already have 100. Okay. Oh no, yo. Oh, also, I guess we can put on another GF to you. Pandemona, or should somebody else get Pandemona? Yeah, we'll give it to her. There you go, selfie. Yeah. Alright, Junction auto attack. Abilities we got here, all of them. Auto magic. Now that we have reflect, gee, she has like a ton to select from. But I think that's best. Did a little work there. Let's save it up. Get back in the garden and... Wait, the chocobo's still there. Turn, I want to see, is it still there? Oh, it vanished. It's gone forever. Alright, let's go find Trabia Garden. Wee-hoo! Ah, there it is. Alright, gang, I'm gonna call it the sesh right here. Seems good enough for me. Let's do this. Give it a save. Thanks for joining me this morning, gang. I'll probably be back on tonight.